wachako vikiridore aluonge wuoi siro mano nyango nyiwuodha oke josembo be omino mondi joni were wachako vikiridore aluonge wuoi siro mano nyango nyiwuodha oke josembo be Jauyo malieta Enyada lori gi timbe lela yo magi adira inigo Usiepo mino imora ionge gi mibadhi Jauyo malieta Enyada lori gi timbe lela yo magi adira inigo Usiepo mino imora ionge gi mibadhi
Bonsoir Thomas, bonsoir Thorsten, Monsieur Hahahiho, j'y arriverai. Hello Romuald, hello Johnny, hello Rufan, hello whatever incarnation of vaginal this is. Hello Ed. Kinda, yeah.
Joni were wachako vikiridore aluonge wuoi siro mano nyango nyiwuodha oke josembo be omino mondi joni were wachako vikiridore aluonge wuoi siro mano nyango nyiwuodha oke josembo be Jauyo malieta Enyada lori gi timbe lela yo magi adira inigo Usiepo mino imora ionge gi mibadhi Jauyo malieta Enyada lori gi timbe lela yo magi adira inigo Usiepo mino imora ionge gi mibadhi Achogo maro Deti nyari jalego more yo mati Kibedie Kitilongo wapo ingeo rwako welo Achogo maro Deti nyari jalego more yo mati Kibedie Kitilongo wapo ingeo rwako welo Omino beto
Hello Rufan, ça va? Hello William. Salut France, bizarre. Hello Stephen. Oh, nice. Oh, less nice. Wow. Well, I hope it's gonna be okay then. Bonsoir Sean, hello. Hello Radio Gnome. Thank you. Hello Ryan. Yeah, I started a little bit later than usual. It's been a long day. Yeah, we try. Summer is here for sure. Salut, Magique Berber. Next track is for you, by the way, Magique Berber. All right. Wow. Hello, Steve. Hello, Stéphane. Moin, Stéphane. I played a record from that label some weeks ago. I just love it. Like high life, but with a novice 4 to the floor beat or like a 1-2. Hello Daniel. Yeah, masking. I like that. Hello Temporoboto. Christophe. Bonjour, bonsoir. Yeah, it is, huh? It goes on and goes on till you submit. Ouais. So I won't. It was a long day, but I was also hoping to catch the final of the French female first league football league between Lyon and PSG, and of course it's running a little bit over time. But yeah. So bonsoir everyone. So what did we have? We started with a strong Patrick Onyanua, Victory Be Kings, the B-sides, which is a different version from the same track on the other side. This is on the ever reliable Moving a Groove in Edition Makossa. Yeah, I've had these records. I have like about 6 or 7 of them. I think there's 10 or 11 in that series from early 80s, 80, 81, something like that. And yeah, feels like summer, doesn't it? Not my week, but we'll try to make this shift nicely the mood as the week ends. And already thank you to Thomas Corcoran, as usual, who already left a nice tip in the coffee jar, as he regularly does. And there we go. Last weekend after the stream, the next couple of days, thanks to Magique Berber here, I went digging in at a record fair in Brussels, Belgium. And yeah, I got a couple of things there, but I got quite a few for him, like hinted, including that record I hadn't played for quite some time. So this is an interesting one. Snowbird Moon. But this is the triple LP version featuring these versions of the album. So obviously you can hear there's heavy Cocteau Twins slow dive vibes. Even Seafield on this with the drums, the bass, because these are versions, remixes. But you got like Ed O'Brien and Phil Selway from Radiohead playing on this. For once. Richard James. Yeah, and a bunch of other people. But this is just a wonderful like ambient shoegaze album that was released on Bella Union, which is Cocteau Twins label. A few years, like maybe 10, 12, 13 years ago, I'm not sure. 10 years ago, yeah. Hello, Positive Vibes. Hello, Nathaniel. Hello, Frank. Nice to see you. Hello, Rev. Hope you're doing good. I know it's not always easy. Hello, Chris. Nice to see you. So tonight, this could go in any directions. I wasn't like dead set on what was going to happen, but I have a few things lined up that I'm quite happy with. So let's see. But really, that Snowbird album, completely under the radar, I think. For like maybe 2 weeks, people were talking a little bit about it. And I don't know if you can see here. I can't if I'm showing you here. But it's a nice package and you should be able to find it cheaply. And now something a little different. Hello, Fred. Ah! Yeah, I think there is one. Hello, Mercury Man. Hello, Alan. Bonsoir. Bonsoir. Dom, this you might like, Dom. This you might love, actually. I think this is the second 7-inch by The Lines, which is Ryko Cunning, band from the late 70s. Ryko Cunning, everyone knows him, even if they don't know him. He produced Black Ceremony, Music for the Masses for Depeche Mode. He did some choral production. He did like many great albums of the 80s. But this is his earlier stuff, like punk dub with a saxophone that adds a nice touch. It's more rare, but it's not really. They probably didn't do that many of it. October 1980, here it says. I love this.
So the light down again. Wait, it's waiting. Wait, it's waiting. Over the brow of the hill. Over the brow of the hill.
Alors, oh, yeah, I heard about it. I should check it more then. Yeah, good. Do you have them? No? I think it's the right time to get that. Yeah. The lines. Exactly. Yeah, some gospel. I played last week. I played a Negro spiritual gospel record. So yeah. Yeah. Totally, Daniel. It's like just small added colors or something. Just great. Hello, Mike. Hello, Mark. Yeah, it was some of the heaviest weeks of late, but I have someone who just messaged me to play the other side of this. I prefer this one, Bobby, huh? But maybe we'll indulge you. Bobby, he can't comment on the stream, huh? He has to do it here on Instagram. Yeah. Salut Pinap. Ah, yeah. So Bobby Braden requested I play this side as well. It's a great 7-inch, but yeah, that B side I played. Well, just to show you, it's really an essential 7-inch of early punk by someone who made a mark in music history. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, and punk. Hello, Record Hound. Yeah, I'm just taking my time with that. I'm sure I'll get to it. Oh, good. I hope he didn't set you back too much. Yeah, kind of, Mark, indeed. They have a compilation, maybe an album, I'm not sure. There's 2 EPs that I think are, or 2 singles that I think are really good. The other one I'll play some other time. But yeah, just one these little things. You hear them first and oh, it's nice, but do I need it? And it stays there. So yeah. Oh, great. You did good. Yeah, me too. But Bobby decides. My good friend Bobby, who's helped the stream in quite a few ways. And talking about people who are helping the stream, thank you, Sean. And thank you, Manuel Gocho, for leaving nice little tips in the coffee jar. Merci, les amis. Yeah, totally. Another Planet, the only ones. Also a band that kind of has disappeared. I'll play some very dear to me rock music tonight. Now one of the oddest package I've seen in quite some time. You're welcome, Bobby. So this is a triple LP, and they didn't want to do to fit everything in one, simple jacket, but they couldn't afford to do a gatefold or something apparently. So they basically glued 3 single LP jackets together and silk screen it here. This is Sourdure, French band. There is a variant cover that I will let you check for yourself on Discogs or on Bandcamp. I got the less controversial one, Sourdure. I think it's their first album. And it's one of, you'll see, this is a grower. Hello Nikita, nice to see you. Well, that was 10 years before. Yes, Sourdure. Hello, I'm the Dead. Hello, Yerkumir. So this one I'm gonna play for a little while because it's one that really reveals itself over time. And it's one of these absolutely like third eye opening tracks, like true psychedelic music at least in my sense. Yeah, that's true. So Christophe here is familiar with this. Sourdure was commissioned music that was being played. Yeah. Yeah, 6 sides actually, Christophe. You want more stuff like that? Yeah, wait till it really starts. Oh, late to the shows, huh? Okay, let it go, William, huh? How is the internet, the connection? Should be good, but just have a little... Oh. And thank you, Endora's Revenge, for leaving a tip in the coffee jar. Merci. Hello, Chuck. Yeah, it's a bit old though, so if they had copies that would have been way after the release. Hello, fancy pants. Ah, digging with your son. That's nice. Yeah, but Alan, as I was saying, this came out at least 5 years ago, I believe. I'm not sure. So I think I saw there were copies floating around on Discogs for around 35 euros or bucks, which is pretty fair for a triple LP limited and seal screen jacket. Basically a homemade record. And the guy behind this is in so many projects. Southern France. I don't like everything he does, but it's actually really worth doing a deep dive and figuring out what you might really like of his if you like this, because he seems to be an hyperactive prodigy. Oh, okay, positive vibes. Like if you're gonna antagonize someone here, do it on your own time, please. And you're welcome here, but let's not create a different mood. Thank you. Of course. Hello, Easy now. My original cap copy, pretty worn out, but still playing wonderfully. I was watching this movie that a lot of people have been talking about, like the Civil War movie by this British director, whom I don't really like, about like a news crew following developments of dystopian civil war in the US. The movie was, in a way, a bit empty, but at the same time, kind of showing. You could argue that it's a fair assessment of where the world and society is going in many ways. Not necessarily the civil war, but the emptiness, like the numbness, and the morbid obsession, the morbid curiosity, and. But I think there was 2 tracks by the Silver Apples used in the soundtrack. Yeah, I think yeah, I'm pretty sure there were 2. Okay, this is a bit. Okay, so how am I going to do this? I have a guest. How am I supposed to do this now? Okay, wait a second. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, then. Hello, Clatubar. Yeah. Sometimes, yeah. All right. Say hello to Niels. Niels, who's doing this festival in a month with me. So we're gonna talk a little bit. He stopped by to talk a little bit about the curation, I believe.
Yeah, and maybe some history of the place, or
We'll see. But you didn't tell me you were coming, so now how are you going to fit in the studio? All right, wait a second. Yes, I believe that's the word. Indeed. Boring. Wait. Yes. So, sorry if I'm a little bit confused, but yeah. I told Niels you should maybe come, but tell me before. And of course, like, well, you can't see, but there's literally no room. So we're gonna make some room for him. If you wanted to see me move, do a live moving, yeah. Hello, Marius. So bear with me, huh? Sorry about that. But how about that sourdure record, huh? When it started, did you imagine it would get that intense and taking over all the room? Yeah, I'm just moving some records around so there's enough room. This is a bit silly. Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm in the middle of the forest, so it's not that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm building a fort. Hello, 808. I have a few things for you tonight, so. Alright. Well, try to stay till midnight, till disco. Tell me if you can. Yeah, do that. So yeah, thanks to Neil's unprepared arrival, we're getting the whole side of this sourdure, right? Well, I hope you can do something about that, true fan. I'm sure you will. All right. Now we're gonna get a little bit jiggly. Or so I think. Which means... Var det ingenting i huset?
Ja, jag kollade in. Det är ganska nice.
All right. Say hello.
Hey everybody. Good night.
All right, let's try to make this a little bit more. Yeah. So you see, Niels is a midget here, but
Yes.
yeah.
Very tiny chair. There's not much room left for even more
Blah
records.
blah blah. Okay. Yeah, indeed. Hello, Paul. Hello, Aluminium Winda. I think it's the first time I see your name here. Okay. Now, let's... how should I say? Let's get not that far away from here, but in let's tap another dimension of our physical lives. So this is the latest Laxa 12-inch on Ilian tape. Laxa, whose past 3 EPs have been some of the absolute best dance music that I can think of. Laxa, who's gonna be a good illustration of what we have to talk about. So this is one of these EPs that, if you're not too familiar with techno, came with no... It's like a 4-track EP, no jacket, or just a regular disco bag. So this kind of music, basically what I usually call like polyrhythmic techno, coming from bass music, dubstep, but of course like original UK dubstep, not the bastardized version that we too often hear now in the US. Well, this artist is one of the inspiration, I would say, to what Niels and I are putting together. Come nearer the mic, otherwise they can't hear you. So in the last weekend of June, we're putting together a festival in Sweden, in a very special place. We'll talk about it in a second. But basically, the idea was to have not necessarily a focus on like the same names that we usually see in festivals, and not necessarily either the old Western white paradigm. Well, it's still there to a certain extent, as we're gonna have our friend Otto Lindholm, who's gonna come and perform live. We're gonna have Jay Glassdub performing live and DJing. We're gonna have Tumba from Lebanon. We're gonna have DJ Plead from Australia. Azuti Walin from Tunisia. We're gonna have Heimat from France by way of Spain. Who else? Sunmi 451 from Belgium. And Rotem Geffen. Well, Sweden by way of Israel, in a way. So, like a lot of shades of the world of modern music, coming from jazz, ambient, club music, experimental, and a bunch of others that we're still eyeing on, and some of our regular selves also putting some touches in this. And it's going to take place in an old farm in what is this place, Nils?
Yeah, so basically, yeah, we can do this instead. So basically, the venue or the farm that we're going to have the festival in is sort of a legendary place in Sweden. We have it's called the village closest to it is called Sunne. It's in Värmland. It's like on the far west of Sweden, very close to Norway. Actually, closer to Oslo than to Stockholm. And yeah, the landscape of the place is really amazing. But it's mostly famous for its literary traditions.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. So we have a really famous author in Sweden from the beginning of the 20th century. It's her name is Selma Lagerlöf, and she won the Nobel Prize for her fantastic novels and stuff.
Yeah.
And so, like,
she's kind of like the fantasy spirit of the Swedish soul.
Yeah, definitely. Her debut was the epic saga of Gösta Berling, and it actually takes place at partly at the farm where we're gonna have the festival. What else? Yeah, so right next to it is Rottneros Park. So the farm name is Öjerviks Gård.
Say it with an English accent.
Öjerviks Farm. Öjerviks Farm. And right next to it is the biggest park of Värmland, which is basically the region in Sweden where it takes place. And the thing is, like, so we're basically 1 kilometer away from one of the most fantastic sculpture parks in all of Sweden. you have hundreds of sculptures of really famous artists like Christian Eriksson, Grate, you have Carl Eld and Carl Milles. So it's a really special and beautiful place. So like if you want to take a break from the fantastic music that we're gonna bring there, and rest your eyes upon even more beauty than the wide stretched sort of lake that's surrounding the festival, you can take a walk to this amazing park. It's like a French style park, but with Nordic art and flora.
Yeah. And yes, it's taking place this year. Niels and I, we've been doing parties and clubs basically since we've known each other.
Yeah, 6 years now.
Yeah. And don't even try. Yeah, and this was an opportunity we got by this guy who has this amazing place, and he told us that we can have it for at least 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna take it year by year, but
Yeah.
it looks like, I mean, somehow this is the future of the farm.
Yeah. And so if you like the regular Friday streams here, the stunty stuff, it's basically like, I mean, it's not like we expect anyone from around the world to come for that, but who knows? It's going to be pretty special, unique. It's going to be the first edition of that, so hopefully we'll do it every year. But the fact that we managed to pull that off the first year is just insane. And you guys know a lot of the artists that we named. I meant to prepare some of that if Niels was coming, but he wasn't coming, and then he came anyways. So 50-50, I put the blame.
Yeah, I've been until now I've been arranging my girlfriend's grandmother's 80th birthday party for tomorrow. Yeah, no one cares, but that's why I'm late.
So that was the Laksa. Laksa basically was the first name we thought of bringing to the festival, and he didn't like. He said yes, but a little bit too late, unfortunately. We might, we'll see. But the spirit of the dance floor we want to have there for when the music gets like clubby in a way is that kind of music. And Tumba, who I played a few times, who's coming from Lebanon, who's basically making Lebanese music in the Middle East, but also making techno in an insanely cool way. That recently, Resident Advisor gave him the front page. Yeah, it was just nice to be able to offer this to live audiences here in Sweden. But who knows, if someone wants to know more about it, they can check the Instagram of the festival, which Niels, you can type it here in the comments. And right now we're listening to a little record I pulled from the shelves today that I hadn't listened to for some time, but it's quite nice. Anthony Ortega, New Dance. It's a Los Angeles jazz record, like not the most common thing. Not many musicians here I'm familiar with besides Anthony Ortega. And we're listening to the title track, New Dance. Some of the album is like more minimalistic than that, but like here we get the whole band playing. Well, there's two bass players. There's Chuck Domanico and Bobby West, but Bill Goodwin on drums. See technical data for personal variations. Yeah, there's a lot of like extensive liner notes on this. I think they wanted this to be maybe their breakout record, but this is from 1967, if I understand correctly. And Chris made a joke that I missed because I didn't see it. Chris, I'm so sorry about that. Oh yeah, I played that record, Marius. It's a great one. It's cheap, but it's really, really cool. What does that mean? Yeah, that is like it's a spot where there's a big festival in Stockholm. Yeah. Oh, hello, John. Yeah, finally, it's been some time. All right, and classic Miss. See how you're disturbing the flow?
Disturbing the peace here. You a little challenge doesn't hurt, no? Stir things up a bit here in the little studio.
This was is also interesting in terms in regards to the festival, since this was actually the one of the absolute first artists that I thought in trying to get to the festival. Someone I played last week, but another album of his, and I got in touch with him, and he told me no, he doesn't do live shows, which was a shame. But I sent him the pictures of the place anyways. And a couple of days later, he told me that like he thought the place was absolutely stunning, and that because of that, he's considering starting to do live shows so that he could come for the next edition. This is Tor Lundvall, the shipyard. Last week we played the park. This is one of his two instrumental albums from the early 2010s, limited to 500 copies, numbered on dice. Before he really got into my under my skin in the best possible ways. There's as with the other one, there's an insert where he kind of explains a little bit the whole concept with all these paintings of his. But this one doesn't explain as much as the other one, as the park. But yeah, this was composed and recorded between 2009 and 2010 in East Hampton, New York. Fancy, huh? And hello, Andrew. Hello, Richard. Well, you know, it's always, even for me, always learning. So Chris is a poet tonight, huh? Poet from hell or heaven? I don't know. He'll tell us. Well, you can, Stefan. Some of his stuff is way too poppy, in my opinion, especially the early stuff. But now, I think he's hit like the right mark for quite some time now. Yes. Final Dreamscape shown here has a wrench, so he has the latitude to make us all fall in line. Hello, Kimbo. Nice to see you. Yeah, indeed. a little bit adaptation today.
They don't mind.
They can't hear you.
You don't mind, do you? After all the good music.
Hello, Ryan. So now a band I really like, and a band that in a way I could have seen us taking to the festival some other year. They have two albums that I think are great, absolutely fantastic. I played last year and this year. And there's this EP that is pretty good. It's not necessarily as striking as the albums, but this is the one EP by Valet, which is Honey Owens from Jackie O Motherfucker. This is music that's kind of difficult to describe. It's like avant, Americana, new primitive, dub, techno, noise. It's going in all directions. On the interesting label, Mexican Summer, mostly a rock label, but that goes into, that it's not afraid to veer into more party music, I could say, and also very experimental stuff. You missed it, Richard James. For once, I actually played something connected with Radiohead. Okay, so people are talking with each other. That's fine. Now, yeah, the confusion. That's for sure. Yeah, that's true. Ariel Pink is on Mexican Summer. And I believe so is Avatar from Animal Collective. There you go. Yeah, absolutely great band. Yes. So this is a very stunty record. If you like my numbering of the stream, I hadn't noticed that. So much for being limited, huh? Yeah, I like some of his stuff, Christoph. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, probably. We're hitting the first hour now, so I guess we're gonna probably lead into midnight, right? Ooh, fancy. No, I got it I think a month or two ago. Yeah, so yeah, recently. That's true, Aurélien. Yeah, that's nice. So last Wednesday on our stream with Michael and Thomas played a Moody Man track. So I thought I'll play something along those lines, but like you'll see. Yeah, it's a cool record. It's probably the one that is the cheapest out of the three records of theirs. But if you like this one, I would suggest checking the albums because they are like a couple of steps above, in my opinion. But this is really good, you know. Yeah, well. Oh, I don't see the. But by the way, yeah, this is the right time to remind you, like to like the video if you do like the stream, and to leave a comment if you're not watching this live and you're not being thrown off too much by the chaos of tonight. Leave a comment, and I have to thank as well Mercurian Man for leaving a very generous tip tonight. Mercurian Man, you're awesome, man. And anyone who wants to support the channel, the stream every week, like that, tipping your DJ of the night really, really helps to get this happening every week with that level of excitement for me and getting new stuff. So if you want to do that, there's the link in the description of the video, the Ko-fi link. That's the first thing in the description, and there you can help and support the channel. Always appreciated. Merci. Yeah, Camembert Electric is awesome. It's basically the one to have. Stephen Crow, this. I don't see exactly your avatar here, but it looks awesome. Yeah, absolutely. And you're lucky because I just got it, so I didn't take the shrink out. So the sticker is still on the jacket, otherwise it would be on the plastic cover I put for the jacket. Valette, Honey Owens, one of her many projects on high quality virgin vinyl. Whatever that means, considering they lied to you about the numbering already, huh? Yeah, we're working on that. If you get the the tipping going, like one of the plans this summer is to build this little deeper, maybe. Merci, Stefan. Much appreciated. Next track, as we're closing in on. Oh, I guess we got some time with this track because yeah, it's pretty good actually. It's even better than I figured it would be. Oh well, this is gonna be Italo tonight, you think? Might be, maybe something else. Oh, thank you, Aluminium Good. Yeah, thank you. I hope they like it as much as you do. Yeah, very affordable. It's like a less than $10 record, I believe. Throbbing Gristle, what do they sound like? I would say we've talked about that recently in the stream. Actually, I don't like the early Throbbing Gristle. I don't hate it, but I don't think it's as strong as the stuff that came later with Coil. But actually, I like the Throbbing Gristle records from the 2000s. Kelvin, Wazoo, Richard. Nice. Oh, there's really like a beat going on this. Yeah, mixable for sure. This is trance music, definitely. It was very this sort of like tribal drum, but very minimalistic. Yeah, but I think I don't remember if it was last year that I had my big phase with Jack Your Motherfucker, which is the band that Honey Owens here is from. She also has the Miracles Club, which is a house band. That I booked in France to a festival actually. They were so nice. The music hasn't aged as well, maybe, but Jack Your Motherfucker is an amazing band, especially when Honey is in the band. She left the band, I guess, around 2010, something like that. And to be honest, the records since that, the Jack Your Motherfucker records are good, but much more predictable. They're lacking this kind of like hyper psychedelic nature, in my opinion. Yeah, just pick something up. Maybe we have Niels do some blind picks. Yeah. All of this is calling. No, you'd have to go somewhere more random. But let's see what Niels picks up. Why not? This is turning into what is it called? Like a whack-a-mole? Maybe not. Yeah, totally. Monte Casaza, who turned out to this was just announced yesterday, I believe, by Frank from Vinyl on Demand. He had two. Yeah. Wait. He had two releases coming. No. Keep it. Like, just don't show it yet. There will be a Monte Casaza box set on Vinyl on Demand this winter, which will be the very last release on the Vinyl on Demand of Berkeley. Monte Casaza, probably the most forgotten name in the early industrial scene. Well, I mean, the people who are really into industrial and know their shit, they know Monte Casaza, but outside of that, it's not really named. Like, I guess his profile is even smaller than White House, when he's actually way more influential in so many ways. Chris Corsano has just released something, by the way, that is maybe interesting. Are you talking about Psychic TV now, right? Hey, do it if you're still here. We're getting into disco time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, first come here and we'll figure it out. Yeah, that record is absolutely must have, in my opinion, Ben. Nice to see you. How's Australia? Hello, Shield. Yeah. Yeah, that sounded quite interesting. I saw that. It is a kid summer outdoor chair. It's kind of rotten, actually. He found it outside. Peace, William. I don't know if that means that you're living, but peace to you. Oh, shit. Yeah, of course. Sorry, Ben. Yeah. Yeah, you take me 2 chords over that one. So Niels picked up a random record on the shelves. It's quite funny. I've never played this here. It's kind of topical. Die Russen kommen, Berlin Express. The Russians are coming. Now, what's interesting with that, it's quite insane actually who's behind it. This is Peter Baumann, who was in Tangerine Dream with Konrad Schnitzler and Konrad Schnitzler's son, Gregor Schnitzler. Their attempt at doing a sort of Italo disco actually. So yeah, maybe we check that out. But right now we're listening to Mr. G. Mr. G, who used to be in one of the best electro bands of the 90s and who's now become this sort of like deep house guru for the past 20 years almost now, I would say. And I don't like what Colin, what's his name? Colin Bean or something. He's a very nice guy, very, very nice guy. I shared the stage a couple of times with him. Awesome guy, very blunt in the best possible way. And this tune is him, Mr. G, being remixed by himself under another name, Hi-Fi Mango something. I'll check on the label, but this is just an example of a really, really good modern deep house tune, in my opinion. It was released a few years ago, still pretty easy to find. Hello DJ Mr. Joel. Wow. Share with us what that was then. I'm really curious. Well, Klaus Schulze has done so many different things. He can be surprising indeed. Wait for it. But yeah, this is what it's not exactly a tool, but close to that. Like not much happening, just like loops coming back and in and out. Some variations with some drums coming in and out. These pads. It's just a perfect little nice deep house tune with enough tension though, so that it's just not like completely, I don't know, too naive in a way. Alright, so let's see if the Russians are coming now, huh? It's not a perfect record, but it's an interesting one. 81, 82.
We should ask how many in France do you think to say the Russians are coming? Because in Sweden it's an expression.
In 82, yes. Yeah, so that was the Love Mango Boy refix, which is Mr. G himself. This is pretty cool. The other track on this are not nearly as good as this one, but they're much more high tempo. No problem. Yeah, exactly. Got that right. Hello, Lee. Thank you. Nice to see you back then. We want to see that Richard U-Tango for us. I don't know about that one, so.
So what do you guys think? We doubled the size of the studio this summer. How long it's gonna take for it to be over full again? Because right now, you should see it.
Yeah, a little cheesy indeed, but pretty fun actually. Yeah, I'm happy to you pick that one up, Niels. And funnily enough, this was released on Epic. Which is weird to consider that, like, the talent there. Well, not totally. Like Peter Baumann, he had this project called Leda. Oh, maybe I should play it if I can find it.
He found it.
But right now, what are we listening to, huh? This is like how would I put it? It's a trap for Stéphane if he is still here, as this is not as Mustichans. Hello, Anthony. This is probably the last, or maybe the next but last record I was missing from that band. There's actually, maybe two actually, but also an industrial band that got some attention thanks to Autechre in the past few years. This is Hafler Trio. Amazing artwork, really, really cool cover with a pretty fun booklet. Look at that. Yeah, no, it is meant to be like that. If take, then take. Yeah, well. One of his most ambient records. I mean, he has a bunch of other ambient records, but this one is not so much about industrial, I mean, one thing to consider as well is in the early days of Hafler Trio, Chris Watson from Cabaret Voltaire was part of the band, but then he left to do his own stuff. But these great ideas of packaging when it's almost impossible to put it back together. Yeah. Well, the record we just listened to, Calvin, was with his son, with Gregor as well. So yeah, but there is a Conrad and Son, which I have somewhere here, which is now that Niels moved to the other place. Yeah, absolutely. But this one is really one of the most beautiful I know of his. Yeah, I agree. It took me a while to really fully grasp it. Like the earliest records I got of his were nice, but I was not in love with it. And over the years, I figured out that there's dimension to his music that is quite unique. This record is unfortunately known to have a so pressing, and this copy is actually supposedly pretty good considering. But I made sure of that. And I got it. Took a while to get it. I ordered it in when was that, in November last year, and only reached me last week. Yeah, but it's not like, I would say on vinyl, albums, LPs, it's maybe 10 records maximum that you really would need when you start collecting. He has a bunch of stinkers, in my opinion. But as we were talking about Peter Baumann, so let's play the album I discovered him with. Like, wow, that was a long time ago, in the 90s. This is gonna get cheesy, but also pretty weird. With a pretty creepy cover.
Endless race in outer space, parabolic speed, eyes and heat, standing wonders to be seen, sounds of blue and skies of burning green.
And what is this with this swan logo? Why did he choose a swan? A fucking swan.
Life is passing day by day. Here is space
Indeed.
that starts to sing and play. The journey's leading out of time, and try to find the step to endless line.
And this is really nice arpeggios. This is the original. I didn't even know there was a reissue of that. No, I don't know about it. I'll try to remember and go check it out. Sounds promising.
Light is passing day by day. Here a spaceman starts to sing and play. The journey's leading out of time, and try to find the step to endless line.
All right, a little bit of a miss here.
I think they liked it.
But luckily this is the other great track of that album. So that is Leda. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? Peter Baumann, who used to be in Tangerine Dream, but did a good bunch of other stuff. It's a cheap record, or it used to be at least. Richard, I don't know if he showed it, but this is Leda. Welcome to Joyland. Amazing arpeggios. Ooh. Hello Raph, nice to see you. Yeah. It's kind of these like, yeah, records I used to play in a lot in bars, like small DJ gigs. It was a record that you thought that everyone knew it. It turned out to have been sort of a kind of small secret weapon. Yeah, it was. Salut Fred. So Niels is gonna bid his farewell now, so he can resume back to me being less confused, which maybe we don't need. And Niels is gonna type again the address of the website for the festival we talked about earlier, if anyone is interested, because some have been. So thank you.
Okay, see you everybody. See you in the chat next week maybe, and hopefully in a month or so in one of the most beautiful places of all time.
Merci Niels.
Have a great night, everybody. Enjoy.
They just saw your ass right now.
It's a nice ass.
Niels. And now, probably my favorite bass line of a rock record ever. Any rock record. This band was one of my biggest inspirations when I was a teen doing music, and especially that track from their second album, which was my favorite track of the album. I kind of was disappointed with that album back then, but now I realize how good it is from start to end. And I have a pretty fun story about digging this band, so let me cue in the next track. So I don't know if Dom's still here, but this is kind of one of the missing links for you, Dom. I don't know how you guys rate this, but for me, this is so good. Oh yeah, pretty nice, Anthony. So this is the French band, The Bastards, Radiant Discharged Crossed Off, which came out in 1996, I believe, and was recorded and mixed in Chicago by Andy Bryant of Tortoise. The Bastards, Bastard, sorry, not no plural here. I'll just play another song of that album so you get a feeling about that bass line. So you see how influenced they were by Chicago on the, but yeah, this is such a like Slint Tortoise song. I saw them live quite a few times back then, and they were said to be sort of big name in the French underground, and they kind of were, but never really took off the way it could or should have, in my opinion. Quite different though, but I see what you mean. Hello, ça va?
Nothing stars, thousands of insects everywhere. The lies and the purposes all gone for a long journey. The young boy comes running, forgot all of the classroom to the high fee and the pulses from the photograph. This blue record in the corner with a lady, and that's smile.
So Bastard, before they were Bastard, they were called the Dietigans. And their last album was produced by Lee Ranaldo from Sonic Youth, who even plays on that album. It's a good album, good like noise rock album. And I remember seeing them live in Paris with Unsane, like for the sort of the release party of that album. But they were splitting at the same time, and because they were about to be bastard. Oh, Silkworm, great noise rock band. Acoustic Machine Volume 3, I believe, is a compilation. Richard.
The very first time he had the voice was while he was trying to sleep. It was really early, in fact. And from this moment, he knew that he had to discover all about it. He couldn't understand a word, and so what? The thin line was all drawn. He had to keep on, because he had it in his eyes, boy. Like no one before.
Yeah, I guess I'm doing a little bit of a Bastard focus. It's a band that I don't think I've ever played them here. Well, yeah, it's definitely one of the most important rock bands for me. It is from the second album. Now I'm going to play something from the first album, and I have a fun story about digging that album. So that album I got when it was released on CD. I heard rumors that there was a vinyl version of it. People told me, yeah, it exists. And then I met the girlfriend of the leader of that band, and she told me, yeah, it does exist. But I had never seen it. So in the early days of Discogs, I created an entry for it with the name of the song because I had the CD, just in the hope that someone would put it in their collection and or for sale. And that happened, and I grabbed it. Bastard. First self-titled album, featuring their very first single, The Hunt. Features 2 B-sides that are in demo versions from the album. They're a band from Lyon. And this was recorded in New York, Brooklyn, produced by Martin Beasy, who I believe had something to do with Cop Shoot Cop. Someone tell me. They were one of the very first bands I saw live that used a sampler. Have a safe trip, Marius. See you soon. It's absolutely amazing. Don't ask for forgiveness. Merci, Sean, for reminding us. What a trip, huh? Alright. A bunch of bands called Contour. Interesting.
Never say a girl on a slut. All girls are sluts. And you don't get having sex. Of course we have. Never say a girl on a slut. All girls are sluts. And you don't get having sex. Of course we have. That makes you all with me. I want my money. That makes you all with me. I want my money. Didn't kill him. Didn't kill him. That makes you all with me. I want my money. Never say a girl on a slut. All girls are sluts. And you don't get having sex. Of course we have. Didn't kill him. Didn't kill him. Didn't kill him. Didn't kill him. Didn't kill him.
So after that first album, they came back with this EP, this 10-inch EP, Chinatown. And that sealed the deal for me. That was 1995, if I remember correctly. Good question, Andrew. Zero was their band after. It was alright, but there was a big flow for me. It was only released on CD. They gave me that first album on CD, and I remember liking it. But it was a CD, and it kind of disappeared. And then they came out with another EP that was so good, so different as well, with such a cool cover, cool name, Death on a Pale Horse. from. Yeah, no, this is 1994. This came out before that 10-inch. I remember now. That's 30 years old record. I bought it when it was released.
On this version, destination allows a glimpse to our true homeland. On this version, destination allows a glimpse to our true homeland. Beyond the promise, beyond the promise, beyond the promise, the greatest of David. Beyond the promise, beyond the promise, beyond the promise, the greatest of David. Faint ray, faint ray, faint ray, like living people. On this virtual destination allows a glimpse to our true homeland. On this virtual destination allows a glimpse to our true homeland. Beyond the promise, beyond the promise, beyond the promise of the greatest of David.
So this one is
Beyond the promise, beyond the promise, beyond the promise.
almost
of the
like
greatest
a
of David.
Nurse's Wound Current 93 track.
Faint ray.
No, it should be on Discogs.
Faint ray.
Bastard, Death on the Pale Horse.
Living people.
Yeah, that's a band I probably considered myself as a fan of back then. I would go and see them live every chance I could get. And then they had two final releases. One collaboration with Jan Tiersen, which I don't care too much for. There's also a CD EP that I got, but that will go reissued on vinyl around the same time. This compilation that Calvin Wazoo is talking about. But I didn't feel I needed this. But this I bought because, yeah, Illinois High Tones Rejected. These are basically remixes of that first album and that first track I showed you. And these are remixes by Andy Bryant, Casey Rice, Dundee K. Brown. Basically, like the secret weapons of Tortoise. And Andy Bryant plays the guitar on this. John Herndon from Tortoise plays the drums. It's basically a cover remix of Bastard by Tortoise with that bass line again that I love. Andrew, sorry I didn't see you. Thank you for leaving a tip in the coffee jar as well. Merci, Andrew. Thank you so much. Wow. The whole world for you is still to discover. Huh? Yeah, absolutely. Just a hint. Yeah, I needed that, I think. After that, like, horrible week, getting back into something from the past that is very... yeah, emotional, subjective to me. It's not necessarily the band I would recommend above anything else to anyone, but historically, I think it's difficult for if you're not French and from into the noise rock scene of the 90s in France. Like, there were like really probably the tragic heroes of the scene. A few bands like Ulaanbaatar, Prohibition lasted longer. Maybe had some better success in a way, but none were as influential. Hint was another one of these. Like, I'll play some Hint sometime. Oh, you're from Lyon. Yeah, well, as I was saying, very, very influential band that these compilations of best of B-sides and all that, it was kind of unexpected that that happened in 2008. I don't think anyone really cared about these, so you can probably find them cheap. The originals, though, I think eventually this is the stuff that some missing chapter from the history books on the international, like, post-rock, noise rock history. Yeah, of course, France Bizarre. Especially the last one that came out in the US with the antenna on the cover. It's funny, I remember I had like a sort of platonic crush on the girlfriend of the singer of Bastard. I thought she was so beautiful, and we became a little bit friends somehow, but it was like nothing ambiguous. But she was really cool. That was kind of a nice transition. Someone asked me recently, or we were just discussing, I'm not sure if I was actually asked, but what is the most known record of this composer? And I believe this is this one. It's one of the earliest ones. I don't remember the year. I think it's like from 1963. I'm not totally sure. It's not the first Stockhausen record by any means, but it's with Contactor. It's probably the one that really got him on the scene. Yeah, I don't think it was as good as Bastard. What do you think? Very good, Ryan. Au revoir, Alan. Merci. Thanks for stopping by. John Mouse and me doesn't work. So this is a sort of electronic collage. It is a composition, and the concept is basically he's using the national anthems of all the countries in the world, but you have to spot the clues. It's sort of like a labyrinth game. Not at all, Elias. Not at all. I don't know when I first heard it, but that was later, actually, and I don't care that much for that track. I understand that it could have been an introduction for a lot of people, but yeah, Creelpone was probably influential for a lot of people. I sold a bunch of records to Keith that ended up in the Creelpone list. The Creelpone, for those who don't know, is a series of bootleg, facsimile CDR of interesting electronic music albums from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, etc. Yeah, I love it as well. And merci Gidget, thank you Gidget for leaving a tip in the coffee jar. Merci beaucoup, my friend. And yeah, we're getting to the point. Yeah, it's the second hour. Well, so this is when I remind you guys, as Sean did a few times, to leave a thumbs up to the video, as I hope to figure if it does something good to the channel to me. And you can, if you're watching this, whenever you're watching this, you can always leave a comment. It's always nice to hear you guys, what you think of the stream, and what talked to you, what spoke to you, what inspired you, what you didn't like as well. And if you really like the stream and want to support it, to keep your DJ of the night, there's always the Ko-fi link in the description of the video where you can leave a tip. Some people they do super chats. So I prefer doing it that way. So yeah, and I name check you anyways. But You going, Anthony? Well, see you some other time. Nice for you. Nice to see you. Let's see. Bye bye, Richard. Hello, Pat. Merci. Oh, I'm not done yet. Huh? It's still like 20 minutes to go or so.
9, the 9.
Number 9. There you go. Yeah, well, that would kind of kill the appeal in a way. But I understand you, Steve. Everyone leaving, yeah, I started later than usual.
We ready? How would you like? Right. Wait.
Merci, Daniel. Hope you have a nice weekend as well. Now we're listening to Stockhausen with Rondell Adams. The sole EP he did, to the best of my knowledge. 4th wave Chicago house, almost techno. Yeah, that was a good find, Sean. What's pretty cool with that track, which is like from the 2000 something. It's a Chicago track, but it's like almost like a basement Midwest acid techno banger. Very minimalist, obviously, but kind of music I like to play out. Yeah, this is like a Have No Mercy kind of track, isn't it? I had it on my want list for a long time. It's a cheap record, obviously, and yeah, I've just finally got a cheap copy of it along other records, and it will be interesting to see how this will fare on the dance floor. Pretty intense. But yeah, these drums are so raw. Yeah, obviously an industrial quality without it being like power strength industrial techno. Yeah, I believe that's the one. The bass drum here is insane. Yes, it is, Steve. Yeah, in my world, that's a bass drum. Kick drum, bass drum is the same, but when you get the bass as emphasized, yeah, that's a bass drum. This very simple little melody. Really don't need anything more for this kind of tracks. In a way, it's a kind of a little bit of an obtuse track. But that's part of the appeal, I guess. Of course, I will acknowledge there's a quasi-military quality to that could be a little bit much in a way. Yeah. A good Viking techno vibe. And so it stopped. Now
This is not a game or
yeah.
competition.
This is not a game.
There are no prizes to be won, times to be beaten, or rules to follow.
Or rules to follow.
You are on your own.
You are on your own.
The starting point is the Red Sheep Dip.
Red Sheep Dip.
Your destination, Cliff Fort.
Cliff Fort.
Your journey will take you across a marshland, crisscrossed by streams and drainage ditches,
Dotted with pylons,
gates, and disused workings.
gates, and disused workings. There are no reliable maps of the marshes.
A number of distinct sectors have been identified. However, it appears that the relative positions of the sectors
Philip Sanderson.
changes depending on the route taken.
Depending on the route taken.
Observations on this changing landscape are contained on the tape which
The
you
blue
will
rucksack.
find in the blue rucksack.
This should help you when crossing from
Yeah,
one
that one
sector
too.
to another.
This should help you when crossing from one sector to another.
The recordings are in no apparent order
and must be used at your discretion.
and must be used at your discretion. This is not a game
or
or
competition.
competition.
There are no prizes to be won,
There are no prizes to be
times to
won,
be beaten,
times to
or
be
rules
beaten,
to follow.
or rules to follow.
You are on your own.
You are on your own.
Do synthesizer has such a coil quality. I heard about this some time ago, and it's one of these little records that like you don't know enough about it. But thanks to the stream and your support, guys, that's the kind of records I test out. Turned out to be actually really, really good. Unfortunately, it's the only vinyl release of this guy. He's done a lot of stuff, but yeah, so it's a sort of compilation. And yeah, everything I've heard from it was beautiful and really inspiring.
Change of season, winter feelings up on the rooftop, switching her name.
Sort of coil Simon Fisher Turner quality, definitely. Same time. He's from Canada, if I remember correctly. And this is on a Canadian label. Séance. Séance Center.
Mixing drinks on airplanes, your taste is so good. Mixing drinks.
Hello, G-Mac-G. Normally I would be already out by now, but I started later. It's always nice to see you. Oh, thank you, Stefan.
Shower and bluster, sheltering gazebo.
I love Croydon, so yeah. See you next Friday. If I don't take a well-deserved break, but you know me, I probably won't.
Love caught in springtime, on top and we spin, fly strong and winter, we talking idly. Mixing drinks and airplanes, your taste is so good. Mixing drinks and airplanes, your taste is so good. Mixing drinks on airplanes, your
How shall we end this, huh? This is such a coil move, this song. You can just hear John Ballan's voice over that. So yeah, that's absolutely that's one of my favorite records ever. Actually, Aluminium Wind. I got a signed copy of it. Fun fact that few people don't know. If you look at my Instagram, I did post it along with Terry Riley's first album, since the very first Terry Riley album, Reed Streams, the photograph is taken by Warren Jepson. So Warren Jepson is the only other credit on the cover, on the back cover of it. Yeah, that's a really, really great little discovery, to be honest. I really took a chance on that. I wasn't sure if it was gonna be interesting or really beautiful and inspiring, and I'm so happy I took a chance. Yeah, it's the same name. And if you look for there's not that many posts on it. I will start to post a little more on it actually, but yeah, you'll find the Terry Riley one, I guess. Stephen Crow, by the way, if you're still here, you get the you get a high from the field mice. That's a record that really, really will deserve a deep listening. Yeah, the B-side of that Totem Tens, it's like power, it's Parmigiani on power electronics. Merci Andorra, and thank you for supporting the stream so far. I have to thank Gidget, Andrew, Mercure Man, Andorra's Revenge, Sean, Manuel, and Thomas for leaving tips in the coffee jar. Merci les amis. We're gonna head off with the very first main EP. It's a double 12-inch in this silk screen printed outer sleeve. So this is what became of Loop after they parted ways. Half of the band became Main, and the other half became the hair and skin trading company, which was like an industrial noise ambient band that I don't think really achieved anything of great value. It's fun, interesting. It's nice to know, but Main is such a more interesting band. And I hadn't listened to these records in a long time, but they're really, really good. And There you go. Hello, fans, victims. With your name, every time I say your name, I don't know if I can smile while I'm saying it because it sounds always so tragic. Cheers. You're welcome. Merci. Oh, there you go. Really great night music, this. Thank you, everyone. Leave a thumbs up if you like the stream, if you haven't already. Whenever you're watching this, subscribe to the channel if you want to be updated when I do something a little bit out of my regular schedule. Leave a comment if you're watching this after the stream, or if you just want to exchange a little bit, share your thoughts. And if you really want to support the channel, again, at the last time of this evening, you can always leave a tip for your DJ in the coffee jar, the first link in the description of the video. Thank you all. I hope you had fun and that the weekend is on the right rails now. Thank you. See you next week, hopefully. Merci. Bye bye.